everybody, welcome. Welcome. So basically, in this wonderful individual reading that I'm going to go to, this is going to be for Aries. This is going to be for Aries for February 22nd to March 1st of 2026. So you know what, this is going to be how it goes for you, Aries. I know you're going through something. I know you're going through a different perspective, but the way of this is you need to follow your regulations and how you're feeling, because this is how it goes. I understand that you need to believe in order to have your own success and your own abilities to understand about what's right, what's wrong. This is how it goes. But the way this is, you have to understand, you have to believe, you have to have your own ways about understanding, right? It's the way how it goes. But the way this is, you need to understand that it's the way how it is. So no matter how it goes, in that perspective, you have to do the right thing rather than doing the wrong thing, because this is how it goes. So Aries, you need to pay attention to what you're doing because this is how it goes. Okay? So I'm going to read you between, there's an oracle card here and there's a lover oracle card here. This is how it goes. So I'm going to read you the lover oracle card first. It says, what do you see in me? Well, that's a really good question, and that means that where I see you in different perspective, Aries. Because if you're having a bad day, if you're having a worse day, if you're not feeling so good, whatever it is, you want things to happen going your direction. That's how it goes. So, but this is how it is, right? So, Aries, you need to pay attention to what you're doing in that way, and this is how it goes, right? So, whether it is very interesting. This is how it goes. But this is how it is, right? This is the way it is, but you pay attention on how it is in that way. Okay? And the oracle card here, it says, discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. That's how it goes. When you have discipline, you have things to be in that way, because this is how it goes. And when you have that, that's how it goes in that way. So when you have discipline, you have to pay attention, because when you have discipline, you have to set your mind to do anything that you wanted. But that's how it goes, right? It's like the way how it works, right? So if you decide about like leaving somebody behind, or you're trying to understand that, or you're having an amazing coffee communication with somebody, and then you leave them alone or left the table without saying goodbye or anything else, and they want you to stay, that's how the discipline comes in, which means that you need to pay attention and you have to set your mind to, right? It has to be working together, right? It's the way of how it goes. But you know what, Aries, you need to understand that, okay? That's how it goes. So we're gonna figure out what's going on in this situation, because this is the way it is in this way, because this is how it goes, and when you see it, this is how it is. So this is how it is in that way. I'm gonna go from the way how it is in this perspective, because this is the way it is. So we're going to see it as wonderful feeling, because this is how it kind of turns out. This is how it is in that way. So you have to believe it in order to understand it as it goes. But this is how it is. So let's see what's going on. Okay. So this is a huge reading, by the way. The King of Cups viewers, you have no support. Nine of Pentacles viewers, you're not feeling, you're feeling uncomfortable right now. Eight of Pentacles, right? You want perfection. Everything wants to be perfect. Seven of Pentacles reverse, you already have a career, that's how it is. Ten of Swords reverse, there's no conclusions. Eight of Wands reverse, there's no speed, because there's something that was happening, okay? So I understand what you're going through, but the way this is, you need to understand, because you have to believe in your own self. You have to have your own dignity, your self-respect, the way how it works, because this is how it is, right? So this is how it's going to be, whether you like it or not, but this is how it is, right? So there's always a good saying, you see, seeing is believing, believing is seeing. That's all you can do. But you take a risk. You take it as a wonderful feeling on how it's going to unfold. This is how it goes. But you see it as a wonderful feeling because this is how it goes. So you might be dealing with an Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus in that way. Okay, Aries? This is how it goes. So let me clarify. I'm going to clarify the eight Pentacles, King of Cups, and the 9 Pentacles. For Pentacles, you want prosperity, about money. Page Cups alright, you want loyalty. Hierophant reverse is no guidance. Three of Cups alright, you want celebration. And the Emperor's alright, you want structure. That's how it goes. So you might be doing it in a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in that way, because you want to understand. You want to believe in order to define it. That's how it goes. So let me clarify this Emperor. Seven Swords Reverse is no deceit. 8-1 Reverse is no speed. Death card reverse is no endings. Sun card alright is positivity. That's how it goes. So you're trying to stay positive as much as you can. I understand. I get it. But this is how it goes. So you might be dealing with another Leo as a fire sign. Okay, that's how it goes. Let me clarify between the 7 Pentacles, the 8 Wands, and the 10 Swords. Empress alright, there's no nourishments. 8 Cups alright, you want entertainment. King Cups alright, you want support. 10 Pentacles reverse, you have no wealth. Tower is alright, there's transformation. 6 Wands alright, there's a celebration. Queen Swords reverse, there's no independence. 10 Swords alright, there's conclusions. Devil reverse, there's no obsessions, addictions. 8 Cups alright, there's prosperity built love. 5 Pentacles alright, you're feeling insecurity. 8 Wands reverse, there's no new beginnings. 7 Cups reverse, there's no delusion. 10 Wands reverse, there's no burdens. 9 Wands alright, there's immaturity. Yeah, that's how it goes. Because when you're having immaturity, it's like you're trying to understand that you're not being immature. You're not trying to. But the way this is, Aries, you need to figure out that you can follow up your own situations. Your own intentions. Right? This is how it goes. So this is almost like a tension getter, right? And when it is, you have to understand that. You have to balance your emotions. You have to balance what you want, what you get, what you need. But this is how it goes. You have to see it. You have to understand that. You have to be perspective, right? That's how it goes. But you have to understand that. You have to believe it, right? So let me clarify the middle, please. 10 Cups reverse, there's incompletion, followed by the Death card reverse, there's no endings. 8 of Swords reverse, there's no anxiety. Queen of Swords reverse, there's no independence. Wheel of Fortune reverse, you're having bad luck. 4 of Pentacles is upright because you want prosperity about money, because that's how you're doing. You're trying to believe what you're doing because you're going through the whole entire system of how you're feeling. Because the way of this is, you have to know exactly how you're going to do it. You have to have your own ways about how it goes. This is not mind control. This is not the way how it works. Because this is the way it is. So I'm going to clarify. I'm going to clarify between the 4 Pentacles and that Sun card. World reverse is incompletion. Empress alright, there's nourishment. Just the reverse, you're not telling the truth. Chariot reverse, there's no progress. Wheel of Fortune reverse, so you're having bad luck. Yeah, that's how it goes. So things are not going as planned. Because you're saying to yourself, is like, why me? I can't do it anymore. That's how it goes. Let me go from the 4 Pentacles to the right side of this 9 Wands here. Knight of Swords already, there's drama here. 3 Wands already, you want communication. Magician is separate, you want skill. King of Swords already, there's knowledge. Queen of Cups is separate, there's empathy. Yeah, because you're seeing two sides of the story here. So when you do it, that's how it goes. You need to focus on how you're going to do it, because you have to have, a good choice of your own boundaries of what you're doing, right? Let me clarify this Wheel of Fortune reverse. Hierophant reverse, there's no guidance. Chariot reverse, there's no progress. Magician reverse, there's no skill. Lovers reverse, there's no decisions. Devil's upright, there's obsessions, addictions, right? So, this is how it goes. So if you're being nasty or mean or disrespectful, it hurts. It hurts that you can try to understand what you're doing. But Aries, I understand what you're going through. I understand about your emotions. I understand about how your feelings. But the way of this is, if you keep this up, there's always something that's going to be bad to happen, right? And this is how it goes. This is a course. This is a way of how a course of action. You take the action, you have to go and do it, right? You have to go and proceed it. But the way of this is, if you show your discipline and you have to show it. That's how it goes. There's always something rather than nothing, right? But when you keep this up, no matter how you're going to have a good day or a bad day, whatever it is, you're trying to do it. You're trying to reflect on how you're doing in that way. Because this is how it goes. Let me clarify this Queen of Cups here. The Hermit is separate, there's solitude. Emperor is separate, there's nourishment. Sun card is separate, there's positivity. Obviously there is. Because, if you're trying to find a soulmate, or you already have a soulmate, or then you have to stay positive and want nourishment, you have to pay attention on how you're doing. Because you need to understand that. So when things to be happening all at once, you have to do it, right? You have to read between the lines. That's how it goes. Let me clarify this Devil card. High Priestess here, there's no inner voice. Magician is separate, there's skill. Hierophant is separate, you want guidance. Hangman is separate, there's restrictions. That means you're being restricted. So whenever you're being restricted, that's how it goes. It's like, why do you keep doing this? But this is like how it is. It's like almost a daily routine. You understand it, but that's how it goes. You have to believe it. You have to understand. You have to co-create, whatever it is. But this is how it goes. If you have restrictions, you're being restricted. You can't do this, you can't do that, whatever it is. But you have restrictions. Okay? Excuse me about me coughing. But the way this is how it goes. Okay? Now what is this unclear about? Yours, you already have a soulmate, yeah. Tempered yours, there's no healing. Whereas already there's completion, yeah, everything's completed, right? So when things are happening all at once, that's how it goes, right? So I understand of how it goes in that way because this is the way it works. So let's see what this universe is saying. I'm going to go from the middle to the right, middle to left. 6 swords, there's movement. Tempered yours, there's no healing. Judgment is over, you're taking action. Queen Wands over, there's charisma. 3 Cups here, there's no celebration. 5 Cups over, there's grief. Yeah, that's how it goes. Right, I can see that. What's between the middle and the left side? Page Pentacles over, there's prospects. Hangman is over, there's restrictions. Wheel of Fortune over, you're having good luck. Lovers over, you're making decisions. 5 Swords over, there's conflict. Yeah, there it is. Ace Pentacles here, there's no growth. Yeah. 6 Pentacles here, there's no kindness. Yeah, right? So I just told you that your emotions are affecting you, right? Because there's something that was happening. And when you have no kindness, Aries, there is something that was happening that triggered you. You don't know for sure, but you just keep doing it. Enough is enough. Okay, Aries? You need to understand that. So I'm going to clarify this unkindness. Page 1 is separate, there's invention. 6 ones are there's achievement. Magicians are you want skill. 7 Cups for yours, there's no delusion. King of Cups for yours, there's no support. 6 of Cups are there's the past. Yeah, because you're drawn to the past. Leave the past alone. But if you keep doing it over and over and over and over and over again, it's going to repeat like a record player. Right? It's going to repeat it. So it's like you need to understand whether you define it of how it goes. Okay? Let me clarify this 5 Cups here. The 10 of Pentacles here, there's no wealth. Page Cups are there's loyalty. 5 Wands are there's chaos. Yeah, because that's how it goes. Right? So it's like you're thinking, well, I don't have money right now. But the way this is, Aries, if you keep this up, whether you have chaos, whether you want to have loyalty or respect, then you have to respect that. But if you have no kindness, why? Aries, you need to understand that. Let me clarify the past. Knight of Pentacles here, there's no trust. Just as ever, you're telling the truth. Yep. Let me clarify this 5 of Wands here. 10 of Wands here, there's no burdens. King of Pentacles are there's security. 2 of Swords is upright. So you don't know which path you're going to take, left or right. Let me clarify the left side. Tower is over, there's transformation. What's on the right side? 3 Pentacles here, there's no excitement. Ace of Cups over, there's satisfaction. Yeah, that's how it is. Let me clarify this Justice card. Knight of Wands over, there's immaturity. Obviously there is. Okay, what's in the middle? Two cups over there's relationships. Yeah, it's based on that. It's based on how you're going through, right? It's the way how it works. So you might be dealing with Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, generally very Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Like this is how it goes, right? This is the way it is because this is the way it is, right? So I understand what's going on for you, because this is how it goes, right? It's the way it is in that way, right? So this is the way it is in that way, and you have to understand that. You have to, read between the lines, Aries. I understand that you're basically, not having a good day or whatever, but you know what? You have to face your own abilities. You have to face about what's going on around you, and you have to face your emotions or your feelings, or that's how it goes. But you know what? You have to be who you are, and you have to understand that, right? That's how it goes. So you have to believe it in order to do that. Okay. So before I let you go, try to understand about this whole entire reading because it does make sense, and when it does, you have to pay attention to it. It's the way of how it goes in that way, and this is how it goes. Okay. So this is what it seems to be. So I hope you all like this video. Try to understand it. Try to give it a like, and this is how it goes in that way. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day to all, and I'll see you next time when I do. And that's how it is. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you. And have a nice day. Thank you. And bye.